On Sunday, we had a couple of guys absolutely going off. The first game, this one is early. 145, 135. The Oklahoma City Thunder beat the New York Knicks, and after this game, I think the Oklahoma City Thunder is closer to being 500. I think they're 6-7 after this win. Shea has just been unbelievable. This game was against the New York Knicks, but for the season, he's a second-ranked player. I mean, I don't know what else to say. He's getting the defensive stats. His efficiency has improved a lot. He's hitting it from the free throw line as well. I mean, I don't know. Can he be a top 10, top 5 rest of the way? Looking like it. It's about the health, I guess. This is the concern. Josh Giddey, 24. Also, Josh Giddey plays super well, a triple-double. If you missed out, it'll be hard to buy low now. Jeremy Robinson and Earl played 30 minutes, but their minutes other than Giddey, even Giddey sometimes doesn't get the full minutes. Like other than Shea, everyone's minutes is up and down. Jalen Williams, sometimes he starts, sometimes Eric Wiggins would start, sometimes Pokusevski would start at the center, so you just don't know. So for now, don't pick up anybody. For the Knicks, RJ played just 20 minutes with 4 fouls. Again, like if you don't care about the efficiencies, he give you good enough points and a little bit rebounds. Julius Randle, no defensive stats, but the counting stats are pretty solid, and that should be our expectation for Randle. Is that he's not going to be a top 50 player. He's going to struggle on the free throw line as well, but the counting stats should be pretty, like the rebounds, the assists, the points. Randle this year, where is he at? Yeah, he's ranked pretty 113th ranked player. Isaiah Hartenstein played just 23 minutes. I think he's still a hold. When Mitchell Robinson comes back, he's going to come off the bench and maybe put up better numbers because, you're playing against inferior competition for 25 minutes. So for now, just hold. If he gets 25 minutes, around 25 minutes a night, I think he's a rosterable guy. Jalen Brunson also played 24. I don't know why. I'll put out okay numbers and Cam Reddish went off, but I wouldn't trust it. It was against Oklahoma City Thunder, and we know how bad Reddish has been. At D-Rose now, he just gets 17, 18 minutes. Emmanuel quickly went off, but can't really trust it. And to be honest, can't trust the Knicks guys. The next game, a great win, a big win for the Timberwolves. And Anthony Edwards, I think he's got to be the biggest buy low. Just throw things at the owner, right? He's going to struggle. He might continue to struggle for a month. So for the month until he breaks out, just continue to throw some offers at him, top 60, top 70. I still think he should be a top 40 player. But right now he's outside of 100. So, and only took 13 shots, 1 block, had 4 turnovers with 5 fouls. He's just super, super bad. Another really bad game. D'Lo went off, which is why they won the game, I guess. D'Lo has been horrible all season. Good game here. Try to sell high if he continues the hot streak. Rudy Gobert had 13 rebounds, still in 2 blocks. Not bad, just doing his things. And Cat, I think it's his best game when Rudy is playing. 13 rebounds, that's great. Had a block. But this year, just offensively, for now, he's taking a few shots, like 2 shots a game. He's getting fewer rebounds. He's getting fewer blocks. We'll see. Maybe they figure things out together. Jaden McDaniels had 6 fouls, no defensive stat. He's still a hold. Defensive specialist who gets 30 minutes. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, without Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland had 51 points here. Darius Garland is not going to be this good. He's not going to have this high usage with Donovan around. But he just showed us what he can do or when he gets hot. I missed a bunch of from the free throw line, but no worries. Evan Mobley started at the center. Had a pretty bad game offensively, minus 14. Took 4 shots. Yeah, he just didn't improve. He did not improve. He's putting up similar numbers in his rookie year, like first month in the league. He just hasn't improved. Evan Mobley, and without the offensive, a 77th ranked player. Blocking 1.4 shots, that could go up a little bit. 72% free throw on 3.8 attempts. I don't think his counting numbers for now, like the rebounds, the points go up huge because you got Jared Allen there. Points, you got so many, like Donovan, you got Darius Garland. So for him to improve in rankings to be a top 50, he got his free throws and more blocks. Caris LeVert played okay, not a must roster guy, because with everybody healthy, just not enough usage. Let's go to the next game. The Grizzlies lost to the Wizards. Wizards been winning a lot of games without Bradley Beal. That says something. Well, they are at home. And also a bunch of guys were out on the Grizzlies. One news is that over the weekend, JJJ, for this game, I think he was listed doubtful. So he might be back this week. He might miss a few more games. So that's really exciting news for JJJ owners. Tyus Jones, 17 points, 5 assists, and 3 steals. John Conchar, 7. Yeah. They all play kind of bad. Dylan Brooks took 22 shots. If you're pounding field goals, I think he's a fine guy to have. But this year, his defensive stats has disappeared. He's not even ranked. Usually he gets 2 steals, 1 steal a game. It's this year. Every time I look at over his stats, just horrible efficiency and no defensive stats. But if you need points and 3s, you pounding field goal, I still think it's fine to have him. Santi Aldama played great. Try to sell high. JJ is gonna be back. Try to sell high. If you can, he's going to be droppable pretty soon, I think, when JJ does come back. And I don't think... Excuse me. And I don't think... what am I saying? Let's just move on to the next team. I already forgot. For the Wizards, Danny Advia, huge minutes, play well again. Can we really trust it? It's hard. When Bradley Beal comes back, who knows what's going to happen. Kyle Kuzma, not the best game, but grabbed 11 rebounds. Porzingis continues to be healthy, continues to play super well. 25 points, 6 threes, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. Unbelievable. He's been, with Bradley Beal out especially, he's been really, really good. But the rest of the Wizards guys, they're not getting huge minutes and they don't really put up huge numbers. Monty Morris, his 6 assists, 2 steals, and a block is not bad in just 27 minutes without Bradley Beal. That just tells us he's not a must roster. He is not a must roster. But if your team is super thin, your worst 5 players, he's the best player. He's like your 8th best player, then you hold on to him. For the Utah Jazz, next game, the Jazz lost to the Philadelphia Sixers, 98-105. The big news here is Joel Embiid absolutely destroyed. Had 50. We have to talk about him first. 59 points, 7 blocks. Okay, 1 steal, 8 assists, 11 rebounds. Went to the free throw line 24 times. Yeah, the Jazz they're too thin inside. They got Kelly Olynyk, right? Just a really bad matchup for them, I think. Embiid, after this explosion, where is he ranked? 12th ranked player. Okay, he's all the way back. So there's no more sell buy low window. We're gonna start with the Jazz. Kelly Olynyk and Norrie Markkanen both played okay. Both guys right now, they're super hot. Well, especially Norrie Markkanen. He's a top 15, top 20 player. He's 24th. Okay, he's fallen off a little bit, but I can see him staying in that range. It's not too crazy. Kelly Olynyk didn't have the played okay. 14 points, 6 for 6 from him. Vanderbilt struggled. They just fouled a lot. They fouled Joel Embiid a lot. Struggling, sure. Jordan Clarkson didn't have the best game yet. Mike Conley, 1'7", 3 points, 8 assists. He's too good to drop. He's like Kyle Lowry. Because, the assists, the threes, a veteran, get some defensive numbers as well. Too good to drop, but you're going to get games like this, and then he's going to rest on back-to-back sometimes. Colin Sexton, 15 points. Malik Beasley, both guys just streamers for now, in my opinion. For the 76ers, Tobias Harris, no defensive stats. Okay. 8 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. Want him to get more defensive stats, but his ranking so far this year is super high. Surprising for sure. We already talked about Embiid. Matisse Thybulle. The big news is Matisse Thybulle got the start. over DeAnthony Melton. That's kind of sad if he had DeAnthony Melton. So with Harden out, if Matisse will get consistent 28 minutes, then you could stream him for defensive stats. He had 5 here and 6 rebounds and a block. Sure, I mean some nights he won't get any. Some nights he's gonna go off like this. So it does have the upside. Tyrese Maxey, horrible shooting, but it doesn't matter. Joel Embiid saved him. He had 4 steals as well. So brought the defensive stats, but with Harden out, you want him to play a little bit better so you can try to sell high. He did have one nice game, I think, this earlier next week, last week. DeAnthony Melton, I think he's still a hold. Him and Matisse Thybulle looks like they're splitting the minutes perfectly. 48 minutes if you add up 10 minutes. But next game he could be getting 30. Who knows? If he's playing well. So I think he's still a hold until Harden comes back. Who knows when that's going to be. It should be soon, actually, in 2 weeks maybe. The next game is the Denver Nuggets. Went to Chicago, beat them 126-103. Michael Porter Jr., unbelievable in 25 minutes. 31 points in 24 minutes. 6 threes, 2 steals. Good. Really good. Aaron Gordon had an okay game and 14 assists by the MVP. And only 8 points. I know, his numbers is not that impressive, but I would still trade. If I can trade Shea or I can trade Steph Curry or KD for Jokic, I would still do it. But last week, he just had some weird games where he scores 8 points, 9 points, sometimes in foul trouble. And the difference between this year and last year, his scoring average is going to come down a bit, maybe 2-3 points, because you got Jamal Murray, you got Michael Porter Jr. He can maybe get a few more assists, but he doesn't have to carry the load every single game. Murray played well, 23 points and 2 threes and 2 steals. KCP continued to play well. I mean, 2 steals is not bad in 25 minutes. Perfect if you need threes and steals. It's like new Trevor Ariza, basically. New Trevor Ariza. Except Trevor at that era is probably better because at that point, not everybody shoot that many threes. Bruce Brown continues to come off the bench and get huge minutes. I think we could roster him, 12 points, 6 assists, and 11 rebounds. Until he doesn't get the consistent 25 to 30 minutes because he put up numbers. For the Bulls, DeRozan, pretty average game. Zach LaVine, same thing. 21 points is okay. But Zach LaVine, good to see him getting the steals. Zach on the season, he's the 50th ranked player. I mean, he wasn't drafted super high, so I'm not too upset. And averaging 1.3 steals, so that's great. I think his scoring is going to go up if you started getting healthier. Patrick Williams, the minutes has been great. And a steal and 2 blocks, sure. Like, he's been playing well lately. I don't mind streaming here and just see where things go. Vucevic, pretty bad. Zach and Ayo Dosunmu just... Ayo Dosunmu is the guy we want to roster, but lately just pretty boring, But depend on your team situation. Like, if he's your 3rd or 4th worst player, then you hold. And also depend on how many acquisitions you have a week. But I think he still hold, even though he hasn't been performing that well. The next game is the Warriors, and the Warriors is a mess. That's kind of going under radar because so many like the Nets have been playing well lately. The Lakers, the Warriors also another team that just bad this year. So they have to play Curry 37 minutes a night, and he's the number 1 ranked player. Hit 3 threes, 27 points. An okay game from Curry, and I guess it's good for the Curry owners, but health is a concern, and when they're gonna start doing resting for Curry. Clay continues to shoot pretty horribly. He hasn't had a good game in a while now. 17 points, forced his way to 17 points, 5 threes. That's not bad, but Clay needs to be better. Kevon Looney played high minutes, sure. Kevon Looney is a guy you could stream if you're looking for some rebounds and defensive stats. Draymond, 11 assists is great. Draymond has been getting a lot of assists lately, but the defensive stat need to go up. Come on, Draymond. Otherwise, you're not really... the assist is always nice. Andrew Wiggins, 26 points, 2 steals. Andrew Wiggins, so far, him and Curry are the only 2 consistent guys on this team. Jordan Poole, just 20 minutes, had 18 points and 4 turnovers. He had Jordan Poole, Klay Thompson. No one is helping these two out offensively. And Steve Kerr is not trusting Jonathan Kuminga or Dante. Dante DiVincenzo did play 24 minutes, so that's nice. But Jermichael Green was getting minutes beginning of the season. He's no longer getting any. James Wiseman was getting 15 minutes. He's getting absolutely nothing. So, he's the number one, second pick for the Kings. Keegan Murray, wow. 21 points, 3 steals, 5 threes. Really good game from him. You just got to be patient with some of these guys. He's going to be up and down, but good game from him. Harrison Barnes, he's not really, we don't need to roster him. Sabonis, 22 rebounds is huge. 8 assists and 26 points. And De'Aaron Fox. So these two guys, Kings are winning games this year. That's good for both these guys' value. And both guys are balling. Sabonis was struggling a little bit beginning of the season, but I think he's, they're gonna need both guys to play well to make some noise to make the playoffs. Kevin Huerter is also a must roster player. 4 3, 17 points, really good stuff. And Malik Monk, 25 points. Yeah, I don't think we need to have him. Could be a streamer if they got a back to back. If somebody gets injured, Terrence Davis. These are the guys that given 30 minutes, they become must roster players. But for now, not really. Let's go to the last game of the night. Wow, what a good week for the Lakers. 116-103. The Nets were on the road, obviously, for short here. KD continued to score over 25 points. 31 points, again, 13 for 14 for. KD has been unbelievable this year as well. And with Kyrie out, he has to carry the load. And with Kyrie in, he's going to get his, he's the number one option by far on this team. So, good stuff. Royce O'Neal had a 1-3, 4 assists, 4 steals, solid enough to continue to roster. Claxton, I think he got hurt. Yeah, he got hurt 60 minutes into the game. So the Nets are forced to play Markieff Morris on minutes. They still only, where's Ben Simmons? He didn't even play this game. So for majority of the game, they don't have a center. So that's why AD really dominated. AD had a 10 offensive rebound with 37 points. The Nets, they're just too thin inside. Joe Harris, just a streamer. Edmund Sumner, I don't even know if I want to stream him. And Seth Curry also, he rested this game, yeah? He had a rest. But on this team, like Seth Curry and Joe Harris, if you're looking for threes, you could stream these two guys. Patty Mills is not getting enough minutes. But they got some snipers on this team. I think when Kyrie does come back, if Ben Simmons can, because Clarkson is not bad, playing well this year. So they do have a squad. Let's see how, when Kyrie does come back. Or he comes back at all. Who knows what's going on with Kyrie. But I think he's going to play ball. He's going to say he's sorry and then come back eventually. That's it for all the games, guys. Oh, got to talk about the Lakers. Lonnie Walker plays super well, 25 points, but 4 threes, but nothing else. Beginning of the season, he's bringing in a lot of defensive stats. So let's see. Troy Brown, huge minutes. Troy Brown, Austin Reeves. These guys can play huge minutes, but not too much. Patrick Beverley's minutes, for whatever reason, just, he was getting decent minutes beginning of the season. Now he gets like 25 minutes a night. That's probably not enough for fantasy to be a must roster player, but streaming is totally fine. Russell Westbrook, 4 for 14 is pretty bad, but 12 assists is great. And AD really carried. Russell Westbrook was a -6 this game. Because AD, once Claxton went down, there's nobody inside. Just total domination. 37 points and 18 rebounds. And hit his free throws as well. Wow. Really good game for AD. And for AD, I think he only missed 1 game this year. So not bad at all. Even though he's got back issues. If you drafted AD late first or early second, you can't complain about his production. And that's it, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.